What up, YouTube? Welcome to a new video. Obviously, it's your boy. We are currently 8 weeks out from my meet. I actually looked and I counted this time, and I've mentioned before why I don't like to count or keep track. But I'll probably get into that later in the video. Just real quick, I wanted to show you these shoes I got. So I'm not a really big shoe person per se. So for instance, these New Balances right here. This is what they look like. I got these in October. Now, if you look at them, they still basically look brand new. But like I said, I got them in October, and I've worn them twice. It's currently the end of March. But then, I just got some Nike Blazers, the customs, because I wanted a pair of Blazers, and I wanted ones with the blue check, but I couldn't find the blue check, but I could have sworn I saw like the blue check as an option. So I had to get them custom, so I got them custom with the blue check and like a little bit of a pink. So this is what they look like. I pull it out right here. So fully custom. It was only like $20 more to custom it, which is why I did it, or else I definitely would not have custom it, because I'm not gonna spend money on shoes because I'm not a shoe person. But I just wanted to show you, I have these like nice shoes, right? But this is literally what I wear every day. I wear these Vans and I wear these Adidas that literally have holes in them because I'm not a shoe person. So I just have these in my closet now, and then I have like 4 or 5 other nice pairs, but I just wear the same pairs every day. And then if I'm like handling or like coaching all day, I'll wear my Hokas, or if I'm doing like my personal training stuff. So yeah, but anyway, I just want to show you these shoes so people can acknowledge that I have these shoes, because they only ever see me in the shoes with the holes in them, but I have these shoes. So now you know. I like the Blazers, but I don't know, I might lift in them, I might squat in them, I don't know yet. But anyway, it's Saturday, April something, I don't know, but Monday we're 8 weeks out, like I already mentioned. I'm about to go to the gym. It's Singlet Saturday, which you know about that. And then we have squat and deadlift today. So I'm gonna go squat and deadlift. Not sure how it's gonna feel. My adductor was feeling really tight this week, so I did have to dial it back a little bit. I would say like 10% off of what I would normally hit. I had to drop it down, right? So not a lot, right? So we're gonna go to the gym, and we're just gonna see what's up, how we feel, just kind of take what's there, and let's just get some good Saturday training in. You just saw squats, so we just did 562, and it felt pretty good. That's actually more than I thought I was going to do today. Based on how my adductor was feeling this week, I was kind of thinking I would be low 500s, but I was ending up at 562, which is actually pretty good, because on a normal day, 4x4 RP7, normally my range would be 520 to 585 on like the top end. Same with an RP, obviously. And so to come in and do 562, for it to move well, it actually felt really good. I mean, it felt as good, like good for thought it was gonna do. So obviously, I'm feeling a lot better. So generally, you know, when you deal with minor things, aches and pains right there, you just gotta kind of ease up for a little bit, kind of your body telling you to ease up for a second, let it regroup, and then you're gonna be good. It's actually interesting. My squat looks very technically sound, and I have a really good looking squat. And even my friend mentioned this today. Like, my squat looks really good, but I promise you, my squat never, like, it very rarely ever actually feels good. It's just not a comfortable movement for me to do, and that stems back to when I was in high school. I was always struggled like comfortably squatting. So like I know my tech looks good, but it's just funny how it never actually feels that good. So it's just interesting, but yeah. All right, what up, guys? It is now Tuesday, so Tuesday, April 11th. So we're officially on the at like the 8-week out mark. I'm about to go gear ready for squats because it's Tuesday, obviously. So we have a squat single today at RP 7, followed by a I do not know. I would have to check real quick. I should have it pulled up on my computer though. I believe I have a single at 7, and then I have a 3x6. Oh, single at 6 to 7. The 3x6. So I'm gonna show you guys this because I want to. So yesterday was bench. I ended up just doing like 430. Nothing crazy, nothing special. Didn't film it on my camera, just did my phone because I was kind of in a hurry yesterday. But I really wanted to document most of my singles and some of my top back downs working sets, just especially this prep. I can't even form my words right now, but it's just especially this prep. And then I want to document obviously what I do on meet day. So if someone who sees these 8 to 10 weeks of training, they can look at how my singles go. They can look at how my training goes. They can hear about my thoughts, how I approach everything, and then they can see how I execute on meet day. So hopefully we have a good meet. If we don't have a good meet, who cares? We'll just learn from it and we move on, right? Even if we have a good meet, we learn from it and we move on. It doesn't really matter to me, right? Because I know I'm stronger at the end of the day. So, but anyway, I'll talk about that later. But I just want everyone to be able to see the progress from my singles to my back downs and to where that puts me on meet day, just kind of that whole process. So like I said, these next 8 to 10 weeks are really just gonna be dived in on training specifically. And then I got some good things happening in June. Can't wait to show you guys that as well. But let's go to the gym. So I'm gonna show you guys squats today. Tomorrow is a light bench day, and then I'm gonna show you guys my conditioning that I've been doing because I've really enjoyed that. And then I'm gonna probably end the video there for the week. I don't wanna show you guys this week's deadlifts simply because I'm gonna be in Dallas this weekend for Collegiate Nationals, handling my peoples. And I don't want to worry about filming while I'm out in Dallas. You know, we got business to take care of, so that's going to be my main focus there. Training is going to take a backseat for a few days. We're still obviously going to get it done, but it's not going to be a huge focus, right? But at the end of the day, that's what's up. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready. We're going to have squats today, and hopefully we do something nice. Obviously, I'm back from training. As you guys just saw Tuesday's squat session at 615 single. Felt fine, and then back down 6s. I did 500, and then I went up to 515. Right, so nothing crazy. A little chiller on the RP. Single was perhaps a little bit harder than I would have liked, just because I had to kind of stabilize it. As much as I enjoy training on pound plates in general, it is annoying on squatting, particularly. I do try to train squat on kilos as much as I can, but my gym only has one set and someone was using them, so I'm not going to sit around and wait. Just because the bar whip with pound plates when you're squatting 6+ plates can really tear you up. So it's kind of like you have to squat it and then you gotta stabilize it. But I do think that also can give me an advantage, like having to deal with that stability under a heavy load. I've never had a problem with stability in a meet, right? But I don't know if there's a correlation there, but definitely can't help in that aspect, right? The biggest thing is when I squat heavy on pound plates is how much it just tears out my elbows. So I was definitely feeling that today. Today was Wednesday. Obviously you saw on Wednesday, I like to get a lot of blood flow into my body. I like to stretch out, just try to get some movements within my body loosen up. Super light bench day. Obviously, I think I did 309 or 310 technically. Easy bench work. And then I showed you guys my conditioning. So right now I'm doing conditioning about twice a week. And you're like, Camden, you're a powerlifter. Why are you doing conditioning, right? So obviously it's probably not going to help my lifts go up, but at the same time, it's probably not really going to hurt my lifts as long as I take care of recovery, right? So the main aspect behind the conditioning is for one, just to be in overall better shape, to be overall more comfortable in my body and how my body moves, and to just overall health benefits, right? So because I'm so tall, 6 feet, because I've literally been steadily gaining weight for the past 2 years or so, we're starting to stabilize right now, right around that 240 mark, still trying to fill out a little bit more. This is the heaviest I've been. So I just want to make sure that I'm comfortable with how my body moves, right? And so that's why I'm doing conditioning. GPP, essentially, general physical preparedness, is what you'd call it in like strength and conditioning purposes. But it's kind of, it's going to be a year-round thing. So like today was a circuit work. I did 4 rounds of that. Ski 250, some single arm farmer's carries overhead, which I really like those. Those are really great for core and shoulder stabilization. So really good work there. And then always finish off some kind of core work, usually some GHR sit-ups, ab wheel today, or some kind of plank series. I do enjoy doing those as well. So that was, I did 4 rounds, 250 ski, farmer's carry down and back each arm, and then 12 to 15 ab wheels, right? I did 4 rounds, about 2 minutes rest in between. It's really good to get my heart rate up, just get some blood flowing, get the movement within my body, so that way I can be comfortable with how my body moves and be comfortable with how my body performs. And at the end of the day, I'm looking for a little bit more output on my volume work too. So whenever I do heavy sets, or not heavy sets, but high rep sets, I don't want to fatigue as much. So if I can just get my work capacity up, like my base work capacity is kind of low right now. So I'm steadily working on building that up, right? So like this weekend, I'll do conditioning after my squat and deadlift session, and I'll do a distance row. I only did 1,000 meters like last week because it's super easy. So I'll look to go 1,500 to 2,000 essentially, and then just scale that up from there. Now, obviously going to the meet, I'm gonna taper it back, and then I'll bring it back up, right? So nothing crazy. Main reason is just feels good for my body. It's really nice to push myself mentally in a different aspect. It's really nice to work up a real good sweat too, especially as it gets hotter. So just some benefits. And besides the obvious health benefits of just doing a little bit more cardio, obviously good for the heart there. So overall a lot of good benefits from it, and I'm not doing anything that's going to tax me, right? So I did 4 rounds today. I started with just 2 rounds, right? And then I took longer rest. So I did about 4 rounds, 2 minutes rest, but I started a few weeks ago, a little bit more than a month ago, just one or 2 rounds longer rest. Is it. So like, it's not gonna fatigue me at all. I'm gonna get better from it. So it's just something I like to do, and I think some other people could definitely benefit from it too, but I just kind of wanted to put like my little spin on it. So in case anyone was wondering what I was doing or anything, I'm not trying to cut. We're actually still gaining a little bit of weight. So it does allow me to eat more too, but I'm already eating a fuck ton. So there's also that. But anyway, and I feel good. Like, I just want to feel, the biggest thing is feeling good within the body, feeling comfortable with how you look and you perform is like just big on the mental. So just make sure we kind of take care of that as well.